Hi everyone, this is Ashley from Ashley's Creations, and I just wanted to show you a video of this really cute Thanksgiving card that I made the other day. I know I sound a little stuffed up right now. I do have a cold. I think I got it from my students. And being around them every day teaching doesn't really help it go away, but hopefully it'll go away in a couple days. But I still wanted to go ahead and show you this this card because I thought it was really cute and I thought it turned out really well. This card is only one of, I think, of two Thanksgiving cards that I'm going to make. I wanted to do one with all stamping, so this one's all stamped, and then I wanted to make another one with my Cricut, so I'll have one with cut shapes and one with just stamping images. So this one obviously is my stamping image. I wanted two different cards, and I wanted to branch out and try something different this time, since I usually only make Cricut things. So anyway, this card is the standard 5.5 by 4.25, so it'll fit into the A2 envelopes. For my card base, I used the More Mustard by Stampin' Up, and I don't really like this yellowish color, but I thought this looked really nice for fall, Thanksgiving. The color just seemed to pop right there. And this brown mat right here is the soft suede from Stampin' Up, and that is 4 inches by 5.25 inches. And I ran it through the Cuttlebug, so see if you can see that. I ran it through the Cuttlebug, and I used this folder right here. It's called Victoria, and it kind of looked a little bit like leaves to me, and I thought that really reminded me of fall. So I thought that would look really good with a fall Thanksgiving card. Now, instead of putting the embossed side up, I actually put the debossed side up, and I taped down the embossed side because I thought it would give it a different kind of look, a different kind of texture than the regular embossing. So I thought that looked really neat. Now, I also ran the soft suede mat through, I didn't run it through, I used an edger punch on it. This is an EK Success. I don't know the name of it. I think it might be like the Treading Water one. I don't know. If you know, then you can let me know, because I don't know what it is. So I ran that through the bottom. I punched that out. This little mat right here, this white mat, is a 2.5 by 2 inch rectangle. I used the Basil white cardstock because I did some watercoloring on my stamp, and you need something that's a little thicker that isn't going to pill. Now this little pilgrim boy is from a Close to My Heart set. It's close to my heart, and it's called Thanksgiving. Let me show you the set right here. There's a little pilgrim boy right here, a little Indian girl, and it says Happy Thanksgiving, and there are some sunflowers, some leaves, and turkey, and some pumpkin. Looks like a little pea stuff. And I used that for the little stamp right here, the little pilgrim boy. And I actually used my Stampin' Up! Pastels to watercolor this. So I'm going to show you really quickly. So here's my stamp right here. I'm going to put it on my block. Oop. It's a little, that's okay. Now I used the StazOn ink, the jet black, to stamp this. I'm going to open this up here and get my paper ready. Pull this up. And I'm going to get him nice and inked up. Okay. And when I did this, the first time I did it, I stamped it on the paper and then cut it out. And then I realized it was easier if I cut out the paper to the size that I want and then stamped them on. I don't really know what I was thinking when I first did that, but that made it a lot easier to cut it out and then stamp it so I could get them right in the middle. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up my Stampin' Pastels here. It's a little palette with all the Stampin' Up! Colors. They don't have the end colors, just their normal colors. Excuse me. And up here there's a little color guide that tells you what color everything is. Now, I did the little boy, the little Pokemon boy, did his outfit in this chocolate chip here. So you just go ahead and take your blender pen, put it on there, and then color it in. And I did that for his outfit, and I did that up here. And I'm not going to color the whole thing, I just wanted to show you. Now when you're done with the color, make sure that you rub it off really well here. Sorry, my finger's in the way. when the tip starts coloring clear, that's when you know that you've gotten all the color off, and that's not going to interfere with your next color. So that's, I got it all clear off. I'm not going to go ahead and do all the other colors. I'm just going to tell you what I used. For his shoes, I used the basic black, which is right there. And then for the buckle on his shoes and the pie tin and his buckle right here and on his hat, I used the basic gray. Excuse me. For the yellow right here, I used daffodil yellow right here in the middle. This one right here. And then, let's see, for his hair, I used the soft suede to match the background right here. And then for his face, I didn't really have a good face or skin color, so I used this pink Pirouette right here, and it just kind of gave him a little bit of color. I mean, he doesn't look very pink. It just kind of gives him a little color, so he's not white. And then for the pie right here, I used the more mustard, so that matches the background, the card base. So I'll go ahead and close that. I'm not going to show you the rest of that. Put this over here. Now, down here, oh, I'm sorry, I'll go back up to here. I didn't finish. I put this on Pop Dots, and I put it on a 2 3/4 by 2 1/4 rectangle of the Early Espresso by Stampin' Up. And then this burgundy color is the, let me look and see, it is the Bravo Burgundy by Stampin' Up, and it is 3 by 2 1/2. And I put the white cardstock in the Early Espresso on Pop Dots, and then I just glued the burgundy down, so you can see that it's popped up those 2 layers, and then the other one is glued down. And I'm going to come over here. This little tag right here, I cut out of the Close to My Heart Art Philosophy cartridge, and it is on page 35. Right here, it is this one right here. I cut the main layer out in the Early Espresso to match over here, and I cut it at 2 1/2. And then this shift layer, and I'm sorry, not the shift, the layer 1, or just the layer, I'm sorry, is from the same as the matte over here, the burgundy color. And then I used a stamp from Cards TV called Thankful for You, and I love this. Is a really cute set. And I used the Happy Thanksgiving one right here. So Happy Thanksgiving. And I used the Stampin' Up! Whisper White to do that, so that it would stand out. And then I just wanted to let you know that I inked around absolutely almost everything, except I didn't do this, but I inked around everything else with the Stampin' Up's Early Espresso. So, you know, I took my little pad and my sponge, and I stamped all around it with the Early Espresso. I didn't stamp, I'm sorry, I sponged all around it with the Early Espresso. So I did all these layers with it, and then I did this background layer right here with it. And then this ribbon right here is kind of like a golden color. I use this ribbon right here, and I actually got that from Walmart, and I don't really like Walmart, but they have some really nice ribbons, so I liked that. And then on the inside, I just put another little greeting in here, and it says Count Your Blessings, and that's also from the Thankful for You by Cards TV. It's right here, Count Your Blessings. They have some cute stamps. Gobble till you wobble, happy harvest, thankful for you. I'm going to actually use some of these on another one, or another card that I make. Anyway, that is my Thanksgiving card, and I just wanted to share it with you, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. The ribbon I put around the corner, and then I tied a little bow, and I put it on with a glue dot. So, anyway, that's my card, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching. Good night, everybody.